So I've made it towards almost to the upper meadows. And the river partially broke through. So here's looking down the trail, or what I'm using as a trail anyway. I hit my first open meadow. I'm guessing it's open. It don't look like there's a lot of trees in it. Maybe it's a swamp, I don't really know. So I've been wandering aimlessly for the last half hour or so, maybe longer, who knows. It's starting to snow a little bit. Not bad though. Every now and then I stumble across a trail marker or a cut log and guess that I'm on the right trail. Well, I don't even know anymore. I know I'm in the right basin though, and the lake's at the top. Well, there's Osler Peak. And around. Part of doing an adventure like this is having the brains to know when to stop. I've got like 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles left to Amethyst Lake, which would put me there around 1:30 the rate I'm going. And I kind of get along on the snow okay. It's 3 or 4 footish deep. I've post-holed a couple times, but not enough to put my snowshoes on yet. But the weather's changing, it's starting to snow. A little bit of a breeze. And if I do the math, I'd rather be home at 3 than 8, for sure. So I'm gonna wander down to the river over here, find a place to have a fire, cook up a little bit of lunch, and wander out of here. Hoping to make it further, but smart enough I'm not going to. So today I brought a little more bannock. Made it again, this time with craisins, or dried cranberries in it. Pretty good and filling. I make a great big, all the size of a dinner plate piece, and then I cut it in half, and I only bring half of it for a meal, and I can't always finish it. Cheddar dog, it'll roast next to the fire. I just turn it every now and then I got some string cheese. Enough to get me the energy in and out of here. Well, I'm done with lunch. And I'm gonna leave this big old snowfield. And rather than go back the way I came, I'm gonna find a place to cross the river here. I'm like a half mile from a little lake called Salamander Lake. I'm gonna wander over to it and then wander down, and I should come back in contact with the trail about a mile away. But I already saw this side. It's time to go see something new. So I just set a waypoint on my offline map and just started kind of following it. Every now and then you gotta, goodness gracious, not drop your phone. Every now and then you just gotta turn it on, because I don't run it on all the time, it just kills your battery. Get a kind of a direction, a heading, find a landmark. I've just been using trees. I'll point it to a tree and then I walk to that tree and then I reset it. Look at it, find a new landmark. This lake didn't look very big on the map, but I'm not gonna walk out across it. It's big, I'm gonna have to go around. After falling in that beaver dam last month. That's the last thing I want to do here, but I found it. This is Salamander Lake. Kind of pretty. It doesn't seem like it gets a whole lot of use. I'm not seeing a bunch of, well, fire rings would be under the ground, but there's just firewood everywhere. And that's a good sign that it's not getting used. I just got to figure out which way I need to go around, catch back up with my trail, which is the fastest anyway. I know that that way I would find my trail, but eventually I'm going to end up that way. So I'll probably go that way. Here, I guess, is the outlet. It's not really melting real hard today, so there's not a ton of water coming out of it. So I looked on my map, and over this way, I'll run into my trail, and then it would follow around, and it's gonna end up down there. Now, it gets really steep over this way, but somewhere about right through here, I just gotta go up over this rise, it'll mellow out, and I should cross my tracks. So up in this bowl of that mountain right there, there's two little lakes that don't have names. If you were to go over that saddle right there, you'd end up at Hellhole. It'd be right on the other side of it. If you go up here in this drainage, that's Hayden Peak. And Kermsa Lake would be on this side. And then, I don't have a shot of it, but further up in that drainage would be Ryder and McFeeters. And Osler Peak's just on the other side of this mountain here. That's part of Osler. I'm just making my way that way. I'm gonna have to find a place to cross the river again. Shouldn't be too hard. Even if I have to take my shoes and socks off, it'll suck, but it's only 10 feet wide. But I should be able to find some rocks to jump on. The weather moved in on me. But it's all right. And my trail, I'm just heading straight down here. I could have gone around this narrow, not a steep spot, but I kind of thought I needed to be up here. Now I got to climb back down. I'm gonna have to go down through there, and I should hit my trail. Oh, in another quarter mile. So I just stumbled across this spring. You can see above it, there's no creek or lake drainage. It's just coming out of the rocks right there. And it's a good amount. I mean, turns into a good sized little river, or whatever you want to call it, pretty quick. So I'm gonna get a drink out of here. There's nothing like fresh spring water. So I'm coming upon, I can't see it yet, but I think it's just right here, the river that I have to cross to get back on to my trail. Oh yeah, and look at that. Probably could just walk right across it. It doesn't look all that deep, and I certainly don't want to fall in. I think I'm going to try the snow bridge. It won't be near as slippery as that log. And if I fall in, it's like 8 inches deep. I think my boots will keep me that dry. So, I mean, here goes nothing. It looks like there's some logs underneath me anyway. All right, that was awesome. Now I just got to find my other tracks. Head on down the hill. So there's a bunch of little streams here that are all converging together to make a river. I just had to cross it again, but again there's a snow bridge with a log underneath it. And they're all going to come down into the waterfalls I was taking pictures of earlier. So about 30, 40 feet from where I just crossed that last little stream, I've run into my tracks. So I am gonna jam out of here, see if I have good a time I can make. Oh. Well, I made it down to the junction of the trail. Up that way it would go Kermsa, Ryder, and McFeeters, and I just came from that way as Amethyst, and then that way is my truck. But boy, did the weather sure change for the bad. I'm glad I bailed when I did. But I'm not made out of sugar or salt. I won't melt. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a sage grouse. Or a pine grouse, sorry. Okay, there's the moose we've been looking for. Hope she didn't come down here to see me. All right, I made it back to my truck. It's been more blue skies than snow. The last little bit anyways. It's like 3:20, so I did okay. I'll be home by 4 or sooner. It's a great trip. Feet are a little tired. It's a little further than I've been so far this year. I saw some beautiful scenery. Drank some of the best water I've ever drank out of that spring. And I'm getting in shape. Come summer, I'm going to be ready to go. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos, I'd appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. If you have something to ask, I'll answer you, so comment. And if you like my channel, subscribe. We'll see what happens. Thanks.